did he do it or did he not, right? And, you know, Diddy been in the headlines. Me and you, we went to From Nothing to Something podcast. We chopped it up, and Puffy had came up. You know, him and his lovely co-host, we all was chopping it. And then when they got to me, I'm like, I'm just waiting on where's the male victims, because we've been watching this fool Puffy act gay my whole life, and there's only women coming out. I thought that was kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? And then, Lord behold, Mr. Jones, right? And I'm gonna refer to him as Mr. Jones because I got a homie from my hood that got the same first and last name as this man, and we just gonna call him Mr. Jones, and he's a producer / engineer. He came out with a civil suit, and do we have a clip for this one? No clip. And check this out. This why as black people we can't scratch the surface. We gotta be intelligent, and one word could change the whole direction of a conversation. So, redacted. Redacted mean like released or it's another, like, you know what I'm saying, or dropped or something. You know what I'm saying? Okay. During this dude, Mr. Jones, his civil suit, he's making claims, sexual claims from Diddy towards him. He named other people that could that's either involved with these stories, indirectly or directly. Either they been there, they was there, or they took part. Rapper 5 is supposed to have been a Philly artist that used to date Nicki Minaj. So I'm gonna say it's messed up, because if it's redacted, that mean evidently they don't think he took any foul play or anything in this, but y'all describe him as the Philly artist that used to mess with Nicki Minaj, and everybody know who that is. So he still getting outed. You know what I'm saying? So he got redacted from that. Then they say a R&B singer 6, that just had a successful halftime show at the Super Bowl recently. So everybody know who that is. You don't even have to say a name. He got redacted. So he got you know, he's supposed to be not guilty or whatever claims, or being present or however, and they say he's supposed to be in there messing with underage women and all that them things, and these claims come up. But here we go. With Diddy, I knew some men was coming though. Not saying Meek had anything to do with nothing, or Usher, but I knew somebody like Mr. Jones was gonna come out.
Yeah, another male actress came out. A video just dropped. He did an interview stating that he had called him, and Diddy had called him in front of his wife and made him uncomfortable too, and invited him to the Beverly Hotel. And he was like, "Oh, like, who's all there?" And he said, "Well, just me." And the gentleman's wife was like, "See, I knew it. Something was up with him." Like, so all these stories are coming out, but I wonder if, you know, Cassie never was brave enough to come out and state what happened to her. Would all these other people be coming out and saying what happened to them? Like,
No, probably not.
Because I know for males, it's hard to want to be looked at as a victim of any type of sexual abuse, especially from a man. So that's a different type of bravery.
Shit, I mean, it's hard. If it's hard for women, you know it's hard for men, because women take forever to come out. But they say things like with Cassie, like people allude to the fact that she probably was going broke, and the dude that she messed with was probably like, man, it's time to talk. You know what I'm saying?
I don't necessarily. I ain't
saying I believe it, but
yeah,
that's one
but
of the things.
they always have to downplay something. Oh, somebody's going broke. They want to. I don't think so. I think that.
But whether she did or she didn't, I ain't mad at her, and I know he settled fast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rightfully so.
I mean, if he did do the claims, I mean, you got to pay for it. I mean, so if she was getting broke, maybe she scratched her head like, man, fuck, man, it's time to pay, nigga, 'cause I need another bag. And I ain't mad at her.
Well, you got to think, like, there's no amount of money that will ever cure you from SA, you know, YouTube and
right.
podcast. So, but not even the bag, like, there's no, what was claimed to have happened to her and what she had stated, like, that's terrible. There's no amount of money that can ever even fix that. But maybe she's going to produce something to help other women I feel like what she did was brave, and it's helping a lot of other women come out for other things that have happened to them in other situations. Because the industry, whether it's Nickelodeon, anything like that, there's so much sickness behind all that. And money, any type of man with or woman with money and power, they somehow always have some type of sick illness when it comes to SA. Like, I don't understand it. Like, it's
Run that line back. You said, what about money in SA?
when it seems like a lot of people in the industry, when they have so much money and power, they got some type of illness when it comes to SA, and it's like this certain level of I don't know where their minds are at, or if I don't know if the floodgates open for them to just be sick. If this is, I will never understand that, but it's too many things have happened in the industry, and too many people have. When you see like certain artists or celebrities go downhill, sometimes you almost wonder like, well, what happened to them? Like, they think that Orlando Brown is just crazy, but sometimes I think that his claims and the stuff that he has said has really happened to him. Some of the people, some cast members from BTK, like, bad stuff have happened to them. And then you get on.
I don't too much pay attention to Orlando Brown.
Why is that?
A lot of shit is shock jock shit.
Do you think that it's because he's been known to be on drugs?
I believe he on drugs. I believe he ain't his mind ain't right, and I think clout add to it also. I think he know what he doing.
Do you think that he suffered any type of trauma that could have caused his mind to be altered, like where some stuff is real and some stuff isn't?
I think a lot of these childhood actors go through trauma. They grew up too fast, and they, you know what I'm saying, they don't know how to deal with fame and things like that. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a documentary out about Nickelodeon that crazy things were happening behind the scenes. So I could only imagine what the Disney stars went through, you know. Yeah, it's crazy.
B2K, that's something different, bro. Cause okay, oh boy, Chris Stokes, his wife came out, and she's confirming a lot of the claims, and she said she didn't say nothing then because it was out of respect for her kids. Now that her kids are adults, she could talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That the B2K claims, that's something different. Now Orlando Brown, that's childhood celebrity trauma, I call it, because a lot of these childhood actors is toe up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's sad. It's unfortunate. I think that a lot of them have suffered a lot of stuff behind the scenes from some of the biggest people. Some stuff I feel like Orlando Brown may not even be lying about, but some stuff he kind of is all over the place. But he has made some wild claims. I'm not gonna lie, but
I mean, if I ain't never heard none of his claims. What he say? Got touched on or some shit?
Yeah. He
say so much crazy.
Yeah,
shit,
I was gonna say I don't even want to name no names.
He said Bow Wow had a fat PUSSY. Now, if I was Bow, that would have been a issue, but Bow Wow took the high road. He was like, man, God bless him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
So shout out to Bow Wow for being a mature adult. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not that grown. Yeah, why are you playing where? You know what I'm saying? Go play where it's safe at.